See, that's what's so tough about being a guitar player in this show.
I know, you want to play
Well, like, give me
everything.
the all. Yeah, man. All right.
All right, are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Okay, so this is a K bass.
That's a brand.
Yeah, K is a brand, made in the United States, maybe made in Chicago too, I don't know.
And it's
K.
K-A-Y.
K-A-Y company. And they made guitars in the 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s, and they even make guitars now.
Really?
The company's changed hands a few times, but these guitars were made in the United States. Mm-hmm. And the very first guitar that I ever had was a K.
And where they do we know where they were out of? Or?
I think they were out of the north. I think they might have been out of Chicago or somewhere.
A lot of stuff happened up that way.
Yeah, somewhere in Illinois, or I think, but I'm not positive. They may have been on the East Coast, but it was up in the northern part of the United States. But they made a lot of entry-level guitars, but they made string basses.
Okay.
And their string basses are highly sought after. They made really good string basses.
Really?
K basses, bass players all over the country want to play them.
Okay.
And they also made electric guitars, and they made amplifiers, and they were real popular because they were inexpensive, and they were fairly well-made guitars. And so what happened with this one was in the Beatles started playing Rickenbacker guitars in the 60s, and they became extremely popular. And Paul got a Rickenbacker bass in when they were making Magical Mystery Tour, or right before that. Mm-hmm. And immediately, of course, they became extremely popular. And so companies, as they do now, and as they have always done, copied what they saw because that was selling.
Right.
So this guitar looks a whole lot like a Rickenbacker 4001, but not exactly. The pickups are different. They're similar looking, but they're not the same. This is not the same. The knobs are not the same. The pick guard is not the same. The body shape is very similar. The headstock is similar, but not the same. Tuning keys are different. The neck is bolted onto the body. Rickenbacker's, the neck is set into the body with glue.
Yeah, that's great.
But this is completely original. This is the original plate. This is the original strap buttons, original tuners.
What year are you looking at, you think, with this guy?
I'm having to guess on this one. I'm guessing this is between a 68 and a 72, but I can't tell for sure. It's the dating on them is, it's not exact, and the pots don't have dates on them. Even they didn't use the best pots. Even they didn't use the Switchcraft or CTS pots. They use these little tiny pots.
I like it looks like a single layer pick guard, right?
It's actually,
or is it? No, it is. It's two layer.
It's actually a single layer. Well, is that a black? It looks like it has a black ply on the very bottom. Yeah.
As opposed to a triple.
Yeah, triple or quadruple. Some of them have 5.
Really?
Some of the Gibsons have 5 the later years.
No, here's another thing I'm looking on.
Yeah, it's plywood. I mean, it's you see it? It's glued together pieces of wood.
Yeah, hold on to that for a second. Okay, we're good with that. Yeah. Yeah, wow, that's...
So here's the cool thing about this.
Amazing.
First of all, it's a shorter scale than a Rickenbacker. Most basses have a longer neck.
Right.
Which makes the string tension tighter, and when you have a shorter scale, it makes the strings a little bit looser on the same notes, for the most part. So it's for guys that aren't big, it's a lot for, like, I'm a little guy, so it's easy for guys to have when they have a short scale bass, and they have a different kind of a sound. The cool thing about this too is that this guitar sounds amazing. It's like, it sounds like a string bass. It's got this big, thick, funky, kind of almost like an old Fender P bass, but a little bit even funkier. It doesn't resonate a long time, but it...
Well, you got flat wounds on it?
It's got flat wounds on it, but it sounds real funky when you play it. Yeah. It sounds great. Funky. And what happened was when they started making them, Rickenbacker said, you can't make these guitars, they look too much like ours, and they sent him a letter and threatened them with a lawsuit, and they quit making them.
I mean, it does. When I first came in, I said it, man. That's a Rick.
Yeah, it's a Rick and bass. That's what everybody says. So
nice. There you go. It's
extremely rare, highly sought after, and the value of it is debatable.
Right.
You know, they sell from anywhere from $600, and I see some guys asking $2,500 for them. So, but you know,
Good.
most guys are asking in the $1,100 to $1,200 range.
Oh yeah, out there I don't even see these. It's
Not
rare,
many.
right?
Very, very rare.
Cool.
I think I've seen 3 or 4 for sale. Period.
Authentic guitars, man. That's where you see the stuff.
Very cool.